3 families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done...
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all 3 have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Well, seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick, the investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
Welcome to New York, 47. The Milton Fitzpatrick Bank is open for business, but it seems there's some sort of investigation underway. Expect increased security. Your target, Director Athena Savalas, can be found in her top-floor office, overlooking the iconic Teller Hall. Head of Security, Mateo Perez, is roaming between the vault area and the Teller Hall, talking to employees. And Head of Accounts, Fabian Mann, can be found on the investment banker floor and the top floor of the bank, driving the internal investigation. Remember, we need to secure the data from the bank's reinforced vault, or, alternatively, acquire 3 hard drives carried by the director and her 2 lieutenants, Mann and Perez. Good luck, 47.
No, sir. It's not been handed in.
Oh, Terry. Okay.
Well, I'm still optimistic it will show up. Yeah, I know you love it. Look, I'll see you tonight at O'Flanagan's. Or should I say,
Come in. I thought this would take place upstairs. This place is for normal people. Hi, how are you?
Say, aren't you Ruby Red, the investigative reporter? I loved your expose on the much-talked data abuse. I mean, wow, Jason Portman must hate you. So, what are you working on now?
I'm sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Tina. Tina Smith. I work in insurance.
Right. Undercover, are we?
No, I'm just not who you think I am, sir. Now, please leave me alone or I'll be forced to alert security.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you really look like her. Well, have a good day.
Ruby Red, famous muckraking investigative journalist, is in the bank. Known for her fierce skills at...
Teddy, it's me. I'm at the bank now. I still haven't been able to make contact with the informant. Don't you dare dump this story, Ted. I will find that report one way or another. This will be the story of the year. Director Savalas has been acting with extreme recklessness, and the public deserve to know that. My informant will come through. Just make sure you're ready to pull the trigger when I get the documentation. She's going down today, Ted. One way or another. Of course the stock will plummet.
Hey, sweetie. We're in the middle of something. Please leave, okay?
Of course the stock will plummet. I expect that will happen immediately. That's the point, right? Show the world the ugly side of this whole business. We're doing this. I'll email you the documents as soon as I have them.
Yeah, I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, sir.
What is it about stop freaking trespassing that you don't understand?
Looking good, man. Looking good.
And who might you be? I don't know.
When you get these, I want to ask you about Saturday, all right? Talk to you soon. Bye.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Just hope this works. Gotta conserve that.
Have you ever heard of knocking? Well, you need to leave.
Do you have a girlfriend? Well, I'm glad to.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, have we talked to everyone?
No, I think I saw him go into the bathrooms. He's been there for ages.
Okay.
Milton Fitzpatrick is holding a round of job interviews. The final applicant was last seen going into the bathroom.
Sound promising. Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me know when he comes out.
Will do.
Thanks.
Teresa, it's me. Listen, I need your advice.
You did well.
Remember that situation at work I was talking about? Well, I hit a bit of an obstacle here.
From what I heard, HR poked him several times.
No, nobody's discovered anything, but for some reason, security is super high today. I don't think I can get to the documents safely. There's some sort of investigation going on, and they're specifically looking for the file. No, I hid the file in a safety deposit box in the basement. Keys with me here on my desk. Hell, I can even see the journalist from here, but... This whistleblowing thing sounds great on paper, but I am telling you, it's pretty damn terrifying when you're the one doing it.
Yes, I know it's important. But I can't risk my job here. Look. I have to think about this.
Maybe there's a way to get down there unseen?
I'll call you in home.
Ah, Mrs. Cudley, thank you for dropping by. I hope your husband is feeling better. Yes, he is. I'm so glad to hear that. Please
Have a nice day.
Now, I know you have a busy schedule, but I need you to bring these papers to your husband.
Oh, there you are. Feeling better, I hope. Should I let HR know you're ready for the final interview?
I feel like a new man. I'm ready.
Wonderful. Follow me, please. It's right down here.
Thank you, Mrs. Cudley. I'll be sure to accept documents personally when signed.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you do. Hello, Mr. Garcia.
Mr. Thomas, have a seat, please.
Ah, Mr. Thomas. Good to meet you. I'm Kevin, and this is Melissa. We're both with HR, and we will be guiding you through this last test.
It's important to stress that there's no pass or fail here. It's merely a standard personality test meant to gauge how you'll fit into our corporate culture.
All right.
If you're ready, let's kick this off, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is a very simple test. All you do is pick a card and tell us what you see there. Now, it's important to point out that there are no right or wrong answers here. It's just to give us a better impression of who you are on a psychological level. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Thomas. Let's proceed then. If you will, please pick the card that most conjures up the word opportunity.
I'll pick this one.
Good choice. Tell me, what is the first thing you see here? Just the very first thing that comes to mind.
I see a figure in a large coat. Perspective skewed, as if I'm looking at him from the ground. He's got something in his hands.
Go on.
He's armed. Dual firearms. Large caliber pistols.
I see. What else do you see?
He's just finished a job. Perfectly executed.
And who is this man?
It's me.
Very, very interesting, Mr. Thomas.
Very interesting observation, Mr. Thomas. Not what we expected, but that's perfectly fine. Let's take the next one, shall we? Pick any of the remaining cards that make you think of execution, please. Whenever you're ready, just grab a card.
Okay.
Oh, very good. This is an interesting one. What do you see here? Take in the whole image, please, and in as much detail as possible, tell me what this reminds you of.
Wealth.
Can you elaborate on that?
I see a big pile of money earned performing questionable actions.
And how do you feel about that? Bending the rules of the game.
It's what I do.
Very good, Mr. Thomas.
Well, that's a very creative interpretation, Mr. Thomas. I think we've just got time for the last card. Please proceed. This last card should hopefully make you think of prosperity.
This one.
All right, now look at it closely. Take a few moments, then tell me, do you see an animal or an object?
Animal.
I see. What kind of animal?
A bird. An eagle, perhaps.
An eagle. Very interesting. A forceful animal. Anything else?
It's feeding on something.
Feeding? On what?
A carcass. The scene is reflected in a pool of blood flowing from the body. It's a vulture feeding on someone else's kill.
That's very graphic, Mr. Thomas.
Yes. Brutal, even.
Right.
Well, that was an interesting experience, Mr. Thomas. Well, to be honest, maybe I expected a little more synergy between our values and your personality. But all is not lost. Am I right, Melissa?
Oh, absolutely. We've got a very interesting entry-level position open in the teller hall, which I believe would be a perfect fit for your particular personality. While you won't be able to be part of the more exciting ventures on the second and third floor, I'm sure ground floor and the first will be of interest to you.
Talking to people is a favorite pastime of mine. When do I start?
Tomorrow at 8, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you.
Oh, you're free to have a quick look around to get to know the place before you come in tomorrow. You're cleared to access first floor and, of course, ground floor. Welcome on board.
See you tomorrow at 8 sharp.
This one.
All right, now look at it closely. Take a few moments, then tell me, do you see an animal or an object?
Animal.
I see. What kind of animal?
A bird. An eagle, perhaps.
An eagle. Very interesting. A forceful animal. Anything else?
It's feeding on something.
Feeding? On what?
A carcass. The scene is reflected in a pool of blood flowing from the body. It's a vulture feeding on someone else's kill.
That's very graphic, Mr. Thomas.
Yes. Brutal, even.
Right.
Very interesting observation, Mr. Thomas. Not what we expected, but that's perfectly fine. Let's take the next one, shall we? Pick any of the remaining cards that make you think of execution, please.
I'll pick this one.
Good choice. Tell me, what is the first thing you see here? Just the very first thing that comes to mind.
I see a figure in a large coat. Perspective skewed, as if I'm looking at him from the ground. He's got something in his hands.
Go on.
He's armed. Dual firearms. Large caliber pistols.
I see. What else do you see?
He's just finished a job. perfectly executed.
And who is this man?
It's me.
Very, very interesting, Mr. Thomas.
Well, that's a very creative interpretation, Mr. Thomas. I think we've just got time for the last card. Please proceed. This last card should hopefully make you think of prosperity.
Okay.
Oh, very good. This is an interesting one. What do you see here? Take in the whole image, please, and in as much detail as possible, tell me what this reminds you of.
Wealth.
Can you elaborate on that?
I see a big pile of money earned performing questionable actions.
And how do you feel about that? Bending the rules of the game.
It's what I do.
Very good, Mr. Thomas.
Well, I have to say, that was very impressive, Mr. Thomas. With your cutthroat approach and killer instinct, I think you'll fit right in with Milton Fitzpatrick. Wouldn't you say so, Melissa?
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. Mr. Thomas, allow me to congratulate you on your new position as an investment banker here at Milton Fitzpatrick.
Thank you. When do I start?
Well, aren't you an eager beaver? Well, we expect you to come in tomorrow at 8.
Welcome on board, Mr. Thomas.
You know what? If you want, feel free to have a look around the bank. You've got clearance all the way to the top. Get to know the place. Just don't go into the CEO's office. We don't want to lose you on your first day.
Thank you.
I'm sure you can see yourself out, Mr. Thomas. Have a nice day.
Okay. 47, that's Fabian Mann, head of accounts at this branch of Milton Fitzpatrick. He should have part of the backup data core on his person.
Certainly, Miss Man.
Stop talking about the investigation.
Go.
Well, I'll be.
Have you seen?
One of the investment bankers at Milton Fitzpatrick is facing termination. He's got a private meeting with Director Savalas and has been told...
Savalas down here recently?
She never comes down. She prefers to look over all of us from that watchtower of hers.
Weird approach to leadership.
Well, I mean, she gets results. No, the only reason she comes down here
about a possible break-in.
And
Then
didn't
things You know what, Melissa? Let's call it a day. Find anything yet? No.
why we're doing it. Someone broke in and we're here to see if they stole something, but we don't even have a master list to compare with.
I did mention to Man that it would be more beneficial to shut down the bank and do a full...
So are we just supposed to let anyone from IT in there?
That's right. You know how crap this old building is with wires.
That's why he made us sign that 10-page NDA.
He's a dodgy bastard.
Huh? Okay.
Believe it. I did every quota they threw at me. How could she do this? I can't be fired.
Huh? Please stand back. I'll check it out.
Okay, but be careful.
Hey, come out if anyone's there.
Director's office. I feel like giving that woman a piece of my mind. I gave this place everything.
second floor. Gotcha. Check.
Guys, I'm getting a little tight watching all this non-action. Get a move on.
I'm here for a meeting with Director Savalas.
I don't think it... Oh. Yes, of course. That's right. Go inside.
Thank you.
Excellent, 47. This should be a termination. Director Savalas won't forget.
Mr. Jackson, have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Jackson, as you must be aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios, late nights and early mornings, things like that. I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite specific expectations when it comes to my employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out, Mr. Jackson. Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room. I need a moment alone with Mr. Jackson. So, Mr. Jackson, I'm pleased to inform you that you will be able to hobbies in even greater detail in the near future. We're letting you go, Mr. Jackson. The bank appreciates your contributions over the years, but we feel it's probably best to part ways at this time. This may upset you, but let me assure you that eventually you will come to embrace this point in your life as an opportunity.
This is not my first termination, Miss Savalas.
Ah, somehow I'm not surprised. HR will send you all the relevant papers, Mr. Jackson. Please gather your things as soon as you can. Good day, Mr. Jackson.
Huh? That's the first backup data disk secured. 2 more to locate. Director Savalas eliminated. Good work, 47.
Wow. I could have sworn.
Excuse me?
Has anyone seen the Jameson TA419? It was here a minute ago. Damn it.
Huh.
God, there's a lot of paperwork here. What happened to digitization? That's the 1920s.
Guess we're both earning our wages today, Mateo. Rough day.
Take a walk in the Tallow Hall, Mr. Man. Listen to the people getting their loan applications rejected. Then talk to me again about having a bad day.
Ugh, I've never seen such a mess before.
You're freaking me out. Stop that.
Huh. Strange.
Careful.
Hey, why are you sneaking around?
Has anyone seen the Jameson TA419? It was here a minute ago. Damn it.
Don't get restless. shut up about winning the lottery.
Yeah, you know.
You suck at this game, buddy. You suck big time.
You know, I hate playing with you. You are a fucking nerd.
You're just being a sourpuss. You can't play games like you can't get the girl.
I don't care. Dying in a fire to see parks. Smell the river from here, it's all gibberish.
I know what you're thinking, 47. You won't fit.
What a waste of my time. I could have been writing poetry. There.
Back on.
Okay. There we go. Looks about right. There we go.
Oh, baby, I'm ready to beat the crap out of you. I've just leveled up and I'm ready to go.
Again, I'm really sorry, but Brett keeps coming down here. I'm
This
not
is the
taking
vault, 47. The data core should be behind that large steel door.
Sorry, not on my watch.
Well, at least it's not as bad as that time in Queens. Remember that?
Oh, the 6,000 semi-incinerated files we had to tape together? Don't remind me.
Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe this isn't so terrible after all.
There are always worse cases out there. I guess I'm mostly frustrated because of all the secrecy. We can't talk to staff or ask around if people have seen a folder full of secrets.
Nothing to report. Yeah, me neither. Don't get restless.
Oh. That expression's perfect. Shows them you mean business.
My God, there's a lot of paperwork here. What happened to digitization? It's like the 1920s in here.
Chop, chop, people. These files aren't looking through themselves. How's the market looking? Still holding up?
Well, it's a little bullish this morning, but nothing too interesting. Mr. Mann, can I ask why we're keeping an eye on it?
No.
Oh, I see. It's just, people are talking about a possible investigation. FBI or some outside agency in the conference room upstairs.
That's ridiculous. Tell people to stop spreading rumors.
Yes, sir, of course.
Damn. Glad you're on our side.
Let's have another look. There we go. That's more like it. Very interesting. Huh. This would mean we'd need to scale up on foreclosures considerably. Excellent.
make me come. Good. I like it. Keep it back for a bit.
Third day, huh? How are you finding things here at the bank?
Oh, it's lovely. I actually worked with Athena about 10 years ago.
You should probably check that out, don't you think?
Huh, not too bad.
Oh, it's lovely. I actually worked with Athena about 10 years ago. That was before she came to know me as Patrick.
So, Maddie, any news on your end? My squad's working hard in there, but...
You should walk up straight. It's important to keep a proper upper body posture if you don't want to mess up your bag.
So, Maddie, any news on your end? My squad's working hard in there, but so far we're coming up.
No, nothing concrete so far. I'm reviewing tapes from last night, but everything looks clean. There's a couple of small glitches we're looking closer at, but those might be caused by some power grid failures.
Grid failures? Sounds like a big coincidence.
Not really. Happens quite frequently in this city. Have you talked to Athena this morning?
No, she's barricaded herself in the office. She's worried the board will hear about this, but I think she's right to bury it.
I disagree, but she's the boss. We have nothing to hide, and if we do need to involve the FBI, we'll have trouble explaining why we didn't get them on board the moment the breach was suspected.
She has her reasons. Anyway, let's talk again later. Check your tapes, Maddie.
There's one thing you can be sure of in this life, is that this idiot is always late.
Guys, I'm getting a little tight from watching all this non-action. Get a move on.
Squad, you're looking very low-key. I need energy here. You need to be slaying it.
Anything you
Damn. Glad you're on our side.
Down to the first floor. ASAP.
Okay.
Don't get restless.
Second backup data disk is secured. Just one to go, 47.
Let's have another look. There we go. That's more like it. Very interesting.
Has anyone seen the Jameson TA-419?
Does it mean we need to scale up on foreclosures considerably?
Damn it.
Excellent.
Not a lot to do today. Firing that guy.
Oh. Oh, crap. I don't feel so good. Where are the bathrooms?
I also better check the router out fast. Really don't want to go through the Ah, yes. Looks to be a quiet day for once. How may I help you? She is not here right now, but I can leave a message. Yes. I'll be sure to let her know. Thank you. Have a nice day.
That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data.
Olivia has found something interesting. I'll tell you on the way.
Where are we going?
To paradise, 47.